Good morning, happy campers. So I am in the boat, just on my way to the first portage of day 4 here, the big day. Got my coffee right here. Cheers. Whew, that one was a doozy. Definitely a lot of up and down on that one, but it was good. Good first one of the day. Just in this little pond, so I'm actually just keeping my yoke still on. I'm just doing a little short paddle here to the next portage and on to, I think it's a 3:35. So yeah, feeling good. What time is it? How do we do? All right, 7:45. Let's go. Okay, just got to this 3:35 into Shaw Lake. Actually went the wrong direction on this little pond, so had to looking for it on the other side. I'm like, look at the map, like, oh, maybe going to the right side of the pond would be good for finding the portage. Anyway, should be able to crush this one out pretty quick. Okay, here we are in Shaw Lake. It's a really picturesque little landing here. All right, let's get on the water. Not a bad little launch here. Beauty. Nice little dock. Okay, just starting off load 1 here on this portage, heading to the Tim River. I've been thinking about arriving at this river for weeks now, so I am very excited to get there. Very excited to find out the water levels too. That will be the real interesting aspect of this trip, or today at least. So, you know, if it's gonna be like the lower sections of the Petawawa, awesome. That mid section was definitely low, and if it's like that for a big chunk of it, it's gonna be slow going. So let's hope for the best. All right, I've made it to the Tim. This is it down here. Already a big tree in my way. And it's looking low and windy. I think this is gonna be a long day. Good thing I got up early. All right, back for the second load now. This one, what a beautiful portage though. I filmed a little bit more than I usually do because it was just like so quintessential Algonquin. But there's definitely like some really slippery parts, and there's also a bunch of steep slippery spots. So I think I'm gonna have to put the canoe down in a few spots while I'm double carrying just on this one steep slippery rock section. So back for the second load. Wish me luck. Noam Chomsky, you're weighing it down. All right. Oh man, that was definitely a good one. Yeah, I think this is, I really hope that this is not the way it's going to be the whole way. I could definitely paddle here, but it looks like there's going to be some poling in my future. But for a job well done on that portage, mango. Oh God, that's good right now. All right, got around that tree. And it's my first few paddles here on the Tim. We're at 9:45, so that's awesome timing. I'm really stoked on it, especially if it's this windy and there's lots of stuff in the river. This is gonna take a while, but it's really nice in there. Nice and cool day for it, and I think I'm just gonna be quiet and hopefully catch some wildlife while we're in here. Hopefully I'll get some on camera if I do. Just around the river bend. All right, just on the first portage on the Tim, and run just on my second load here, and as I was coming by, ran into this cool like ruin of a cabin, and I looked at my map, and it's an old farm homestead, and like a whole area around this portage, I guess, was their farm. Like over 120 years ago. It just seems kind of crazy to me in the middle of nowhere to have a farm, but very cool place to do it. And then just down here is a little campsite, which is like you kind of dump into it and then need to get back onto the portage. So got a little turned around here in my first load. But at least I know the way for the second load. Today I've been, yeah, here. Nice little, very basic, but, you know, there's a couple tent spots. And you can get down to the creek there, which is still like a boulder creek at this point of the Tim. And then you got to go through here to get back onto the portage. There's weren't any markers or anything, but I figured it out. Not too much further here until we get back onto the Tim. 2 more portages on the Tim. The next one is, I think, pretty close to this one, and this one's like a 230 or something, and the next one's like a 450. So Tim's taking me, you know, as long as I guess I was planning. It's 11 o'clock right now, which is good. I was kind of like, I was hoping to get done the next portage by 12, which I'm definitely not going to be hitting that. But, you know, we'll see. All in all, it's going well, I think. The river was a lot easier. The first bit after getting onto it was a little tough and like pretty tight and low water. But then it opened up a bit and really deep water. Started using the double blade and started to make up some time. Had a big snack, kind of an early lunch. So yeah, here we are. Let's get back on the water. Okay. Just going down the 10 here. It's actually been pretty smooth. Got a little bit of a headwind indication. That's all right. Not any big lake space to cross today, so a little bit here in the river. Just came around a bend and got scared the hell out of by a heron that took off like, I don't know, maybe it was probably like 10 feet away from me. So it's very cool, but God, it scared the hell out of me. So anyway, I'm doing pretty good right now. It's about 12:50. No, it's 12:20, and there's a campsite somewhere up here that I should be approaching. Oh, we got a little beaver dam. So like I was saying, there's a campsite up here which I can hop out and have a little bite to eat, stretch my legs for a minute, and pound some water, and yeah, I think I'm gonna have a couple hours here with no more portages, so looking forward to that. Okay, so still on the Tim. It's turned out to be just like a beautiful day. It's actually getting pretty hot. Took my boots off. Feet were a bit wet, so drying my feet off, trying to dry my socks on the pack behind me. I think I got, I don't know, maybe an hour maybe until the next portage. 2 o'clock right now, so we'll see. It's just kind of goes on and on and on right now, but it's pretty cool. There's a bunch of, like, you can definitely see lots of animal activity. There's tons of little slides off for beavers, and like this is now more of a kind of open grassy area. I was hoping to see some moose. You can definitely see areas where they've come out, but nothing so far. I've been playing a game of cat and mouse with a family of birds up here and a couple of herons as I'm coming up the river, or down the river. But yeah, it's definitely a nice day. It's going super well. I'm starting to get a little tired, you know, being in the boat for, gosh, how long? 6:30. Oh, it's been a long day already, but still got another 2 portages. It's actually interesting now that I've been just like paddling for a few hours now. Being on this thing for 4 hours, it's almost like nice having the portages and whatnot there to help break things up and to have like, okay, landmarks to go with, or like, you know, steps along your journey like a portage to gauge your distance. Right now it's like super hard for me to tell if I'm actually, the amount of progress I'm actually doing. It's really cool, it's beautiful. Getting through this kind of stuff is not fun. There's some sections like the one I'm in right now that's got tons of, you know, seaweed or grasses, water grasses or whatever. But then other sections are really deep and nice really no current whatsoever, so it's just paddling and with a headwind. So not much fun, but it doesn't help. All part of the game. Alright, we'll check back in a bit. Okay, I just stopped at Portage, which gives me, it's not the portage I'm going on, but gives me a little break. Gonna just stretch my legs. The last, I don't know, kilometer or more has just been this ridiculous grass, like pretty much the entire way. You can just see it keeps going and going. So it really slows the boat down, like it's harder to get your blade in. You know, the slog of the Tim River is starting to set in. So anyway, I'm just gonna take a break. It's 2:30. I think the map says I've got another 2.5, let's call it 3 hours left to go. At least that's what I'm hoping for. So getting there before, 6 o'clock would be awesome. But I know I'm going to be pretty bagged by that, especially at the end doing a kilometer portage into Blue Lake, which I have no idea what that portage is like, but if it's rough, I might even consider triple carrying. The last one that I did was pretty intense, and I did double carry it the entire way, but I was starting to feel a little tired. But that's 5 portages pretty quickly in the day. So anyway, we will see what the rest of the afternoon brings me here. Still no moose. I know I'm being loud right now, but keep playing, cat and mouse with some fowls and a couple of blue herons, tons of frogs. It's one thing on this trip that I like. I forgot how many bloody frogs are in Ontario. We just don't have that in BC where I'm from. So I've just been seeing tons of toads on the trails, huge bullfrogs and frogs just sitting on the grasses and stuff like that in the rivers. So really cool, really enjoying that. All right, little break here, stretch out the back, and back in the boat we go.
Driving that train, I'm high, go. Casey Jones, you better watch your speed. Trouble ahead, trouble ahead. Just cross my mind. Boom, 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 boom.
Maybe the moose like the dead. The river just changed quite a bit. It's just those open, narrow, or wide grassy area, and now it's really enclosed, all rocky, which is awesome because the grass is gone. But I think I'm about to get to the last portage of the Tim River, I'm hoping, and then just finish off the Tim and into Shippagew, I think it's called. Oh, getting shallow. Oh, here's the portage right here. Woo! All right, just a little quickie. I gotta put my boots back on. Okay, last load, quick little portage, then a little lake, a 1 kilometer portage, and then I'm at Blue Lake and home for the night. Okay, let's do this. Oh, not smooth. Whew, okay. All right. Damn grass. Oh man, that grass was a slog. I hope I'm done with it here on the other side. We shall see. Ah, here we are. If only all of them could be this short and sweet. Oh. Always the trickier of the two bags. Look all the nice stuff. There we go. Always forget about this. Always be like, all right, time to get in the boat. All right, a little bit of the Tim left, and then let's get this day over with. Just getting to the end of the Tim. Boom. All right. That's awesome. Just entering Shippagew or something like that. Lake. Just have to cross this now. Oh. The last of the grass. Damn you, grass. All right. I'm pretty stoked right now. Onward to Blue Lake. All right. Last portage of the day into Blue Lake. Though this does not look like a friendly clean in and out. Oh no. Okay, well, at least it's the end, and I'm pretty happy about that. There's not a whole lot of gas in the gas tank right now. Okay. Not a bad little launch once you get past the muck and get out. But pretty nice lake. The campsites are further north on the lake, and I'm told they're very, very nice. But sadly, they were booked tonight, so the last push begins. Okay. Last one of the day. I just love these boardwalks. When they're not rotten and falling apart, they're so cool. All right, making it to Blue Lake. Woo! All right. Look at this beautiful lake. Awesome. Whew. All right, adios, Portage. Hello, Blue Lake campsite. Oh man, I am jacked right now. Huge accomplishment. Now I can relax and really enjoy this trip. I was very nervous about today and being able to complete it, and I'm not I'm tired. Don't get me wrong, but I'm not destroyed. I was thinking on the portage, if I had to do one more portage in into Big Trout, I probably do that. I wouldn't like it, but I could do it. So it's good to know your limits and what you can do it here. And this is probably gonna be 33 kilometers or something like that at the end of the day. But from now on, all my big days are behind me. I think I've got a couple 16 kilometers, a couple 14 kilometers, and then I think the last day is only a few kilometers. I have to double check, but it's all gravy from here on out. So it's a great little lake, and I have it all to myself. An awesome night. Don't think it's gonna be much of a night. I think I'm just gonna go for a swim, eat, and go to bed. I think it's gonna be the plan. Let myself sleep in tomorrow, whatever that means. And I'm gonna do pancakes and bacon. It's the low reward. Tomorrow I've got a super short day. Just have to go over into Big Trout and find a campsite there, and there's just tons of them, and really it just depends on how far I want to go down Big Trout to make my next day either pretty easy or make it more of a long one. So we shall see. Where is this? Made it! If there is any time to have some of the precious bourbon, now's the time. Before I do anything. Cheers, chin chin. Might be a nip or two more of that tonight. Ooh. All right, let's get on a tarp and our shelter. It's getting a bit dark, but I got a tarp set up with the tent, so give myself a little cooking area on the other side, and at least I'll have something to set up in the morning that's dry, at least, the idea. Yeah, a little bit of rain coming in, but I'm just going to make some dinner and then I think head to bed, because I am pooped. But enjoy the sight a little bit more tomorrow morning, I think, will be the idea. Did go for a little swim. Freshened up a little bit, though my hair still probably looks a little bit crazy. Anyway, can filter some water and get going on dinner. Just finished up dinner in the tent, as you can see, and I am exhausted. What time is it? It's almost 9. Didn't have a fire. I was just too wiped to go and collect stuff, and now I'm glad I didn't, because it's been raining for the past little while. So I think I'm just gonna turn in for the night, and we'll have a more chill day tomorrow. I'm looking forward to it.